So as part of the project puzzle design challenge, one of the things I required was a title page, autobiography, the sketches, and all these other things, right? And the thought is, how do I actually combine them to create one report? The program we're going to be using is Adobe Acrobat. So you should have Adobe Acrobat on computer, not Adobe Reader, but Adobe Acrobat DC. If you don't, let me know, and we can figure out a way to do this. But the thing about this program is it allows me to combine PDFs into one larger PDF. If it asks you this question, make it my default PDF application. You just click no and don't show it again. You can't change it because you don't have admin rights, so just don't even try. But let's get to it. So let's say you have, something like on a Google Doc, you have stuff like your title sheet, your autobiography, right? And then on another thing, you've made these drawings, but you don't know what you're supposed to do with them now, right? You have all your 5 sheets, and you're like, what do I do with this? How do I get into a report? So first things first, how do I print this to a PDF? How do I print these sheets into a PDF? So instead of printing to a printer, our printer is going to be Adobe PDF. Some of you may not have Adobe PDF, but you will have something that says Microsoft Print to PDF. So either Adobe PDF or Microsoft Print to PDF. I'm going to pick Adobe PDF. What do I want? I want all the sheets, not just sheet 1, the one I'm on, but all the sheets 1 through 5. That looks good. 1 to 1. Great. I'm going to click OK. And now I'm going to save it in my Unit 5 Puzzle Design Challenge folder. So I'm going to call this Puzzle Cube Parts Multi-View. I'm sure I could do that. Yeah, that sounds good. That's a good name for it. It's very obvious what it is. It's going to create it, and it's going to print it. And what I'm going to get is the finishes. Okay, so I'm going to get a PDF of these 5 sheets. I do realize that it's going to have those issues with the lines. That's okay. We'll keep it for now. Okay, so that looks good. All the dimensions are there. Great. So there's PDF number 1. I'll do the same with my other drawing. Great. Looks good. Nice name for it. Whoa, that didn't work out. Why is that? That's way too big. Let me try again. So part of it is because it's a B-size drawing. So I'm going to say model 101. I'm going to say best fits. Let me preview it before we do that. Let me see if there's another option with this one. It's because it's a B-size drawing, so sometimes you have to figure it out. Current window, what would that look like? No, way too small. So I'm going to print this. Because it's an 11 by 17, it's kind of tough to say. I'm going to print in a PDF on 11 by 17. Maybe I need to change the properties. Yeah, that's what it is. So right now, it's printing on a letter size sheet. So there we go. Now I'm printing this to a 11 by 17. I click OK, and I'm going to save it again as that. I'm going to overwrite it, yes. I didn't plan for this. I'm just doing this for the first time, so those errors are coming about as it happens. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Now the last thing I was going to print was this autobiography, so I'm going to go to File. And I'm going to download this. I don't even need to print it. I'm going to download this as a PDF. Why don't I call this title plus autobiography? Okay, great. Now the point is that you have 3 PDFs. By the end of this project, you're probably going to have like 8 PDFs. But what do I do to combine them? Well, I'm going to go ahead and select all of them by hitting Shift and then from start to bottom, or I can individually select them by holding Control and selecting them. Then I'm going to right click and I'm going to combine files in Acrobat. Now I want to pick the order it's going in. So these blocks, I could just grab them and drag this to the front. That's going to be the first thing in line. This is going to be second. This is going to be last. If I want to go ahead and spread those out, I can pick the order that these even go in. If I want, I can move this in the center if for some reason if I wanted to. Whatever it is, you can move the order of your drawings. Now that it looks good, you say combine. And now it's called binder 1. I'm going to rename that soon enough, but there are the drawings. You'll notice that the bigger sheet at the very end is bigger. Why? Because it's an 11 by 17 and it should be bigger. Great. So I'm going to go ahead and save as. I'm going to save it to my computer. And once it's all said and done, you should save it to your folder as something that's super obvious, like Puzzle Cube Final Report. Save. And there it is. And now I can turn this into Canvas. All right, so that's it. If you have questions, please come see me and ask the others around you. Great.